In this video, I will demonstrate how you can use the program Shotcut to edit videos. Shotcut is freeware and can be downloaded from the internet. Just Google Shotcut and download. And I want to say that I'm by no means an expert in editing or in using Shotcut, and the program has a lot of features. But I will just cover the basic functions that I use to edit videos. But if you want to know more, there are a lot of tutorial videos both on the Shotcut webpage, but also on YouTube. So as you can see, the program consists of different sort of sections. So here we have one called filters, and here in the middle is the player where you see the videos, and down here is the timeline where you actually create your new video. And over here to the left, I like to have a playlist. So I click here on Afspilningsliste or playlist. So that comes up here. And then now I will open the videos that I need to edit into one video. So I go into File and I open File, and these are the 3 clips that I want to open. So I open these, and let me just pause this so we don't have the sound. So here you now see the videos are in the playlist. If you open just one video, you may need to take it from here and drop it into the playlist. So now you see I actually have this one twice here, but doesn't matter. So now I will start editing my video, and the first thing I want in my video is the starting slide, and I usually create a video containing my slides simply by quickly recording or scrolling through my slide deck in PowerPoint while I record that as a video, and then I save it as an MPG or an MP4 file. So I want to have that first. So I take the video from the playlist here and I drag it and drop it into the timeline. So now I'll make the timeline a bit bigger. And you see now here I have sort of an overview of my video. And if we have the timing here, and what you see here as the curve, that's the sound. And actually that is very, very useful to have because if you also when you speak in your videos, or if you start over, if you have a silent period, you can quite easily identify that down here. So now I want to have only my first slide present in this video. So now I want to cut this clip. So I move the cursor here, and you can then see that also here it will show me that how the video looks at that particular time. So I go now to the point here, so just to have this first slide on for 5 seconds, and then I cut it, and I cut it using this button here. So now it's cut, and then I can delete the rest of the video that I don't want in the video. And as you can hear, there's some noise, and of course I don't want any noise in here. So I right click on the clip, and then I say detach audio. So then the audio comes down into a track on its own, and I can delete that. So now I just have 5 seconds silent of my starting slide. Then I need to have a clip where I am standing by the TV screen, and I drag that into the timeline, and you can now see that it comes up here. If I want to change the zoom in terms of the time, I can change that by sliding this bar here. So now you can see that the time scale here becomes different. So just change it back a little bit and go down to the beginning again. So now you can see that in this video here, if I play it, I have started the camera, and then I need to fix my hair and make sure that I look really good, and I need to breathe and do something, and then I start. And of course, I don't want all that in the beginning, so I put the cursor at some point here where I look somewhat okay, and then I cut the video as I did before, and I delete this first part here, which I don't want to have in my video. And now I take with my mouse and I drag this video to all the way to my first slide here, and it looks like this. If we want to have a little bit more soft transition, we can actually drag them a little bit on top of each other. Let me just zoom a little bit here so we can see it. So now I have an overlay here, and then when I play it, you see it will give me a soft transition from one to the other. Yes. So now let's just say that I need to cut it here. So I cut here. It's just an example. Let's so that we won't have a very long video. Of course, you need to go through and find the point where you actually want to cut it. Because let's say that now after this, I want to go to the board. So I take my video from the playlist with me at the board, going down here. And again, you see that in the beginning of this video, when I play it, now it comes. I have some time where I'm like just standing, blah, 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 blah. And now you can really see why this sound is really useful, because I'm starting here, right? So you can easily identify when you start. And if you wanted then to start over, you could just keep say 4 or 5 seconds of silence, and then you could easily identify in your soundtrack where that is. So I will just now cut here, delete this first part, and again slide it here, and I can make a little overlay, maybe yes, like this. And you see now when I play it, and now I have merged these parts. And let's just say then that I want to end my video here. I cut it and I delete that part. And then of course I could just keep on adding clips and video. So now I'm happy and done with my video, and I want to of course save it. So I do that by going into export video, and then we will have here an export window opening. You can also click here export, that will also open this, and then it will say here, okay, from where do you want to export? Because you could export from the playlist, or yeah, from other parts, but we want to export the video down from our timeline. So I do that, and then I say export file, and I go into the right folder. And I press save, and I use the MP4 format because that's pretty standard. And I save it. And then you can see over here under jobs, it will start working on converting this clip to an MP4 file. And this can take a while, especially if you make long videos, of course. So so export it and then plan to do something something else while it's doing that. So that was the basic functions in Shotcut. I hope that was useful. If not, I suggest that you go and find some other tutorial videos on the Shotcut webpage. There are also some nice videos.